Hello, everyone, and welcome to Paradise Rolls. I am Charles Weeks. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I am our GM for tonight's session. Just before I get into our recap of last week's episode, let's do some quick character introductions so that people know who they're dealing with, who I have to deal with. Just kidding. Pleasure. Into chaos.
You have to deal with me, Arterian. And I'm actually Mark Anthony, and yep, I'm playing a Paladin Minotaur, pronouns he, him.
But before you deal with him, you must deal with me. Chadwick Walker. Just some beach bum who doesn't believe in God. But he's got some sort of, godly powers. I don't know. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, should I go next?
My name's Sia, my pronouns are they, them, and Aya, and I'm playing Crow. Pronouns he and they. Crow is a satyr rogue.
Sorry, I'll go. Okay. I was staring at people, somehow you guys were looking at me. So I'm Tatiana. I'm Mofongo con Caldo here on Twitch, and I use her, hers, and ella pronouns, and I am playing the very awkward and nerdy half-elf Lenora Quill. So yeah, very excited.
Hi everybody, I'm Natalie. I'm playing Elwyn, who is a half-elf druid, who dresses like Van Helsing, which is going to be super fun.
Into it.
Hi everyone, I'm Natalia, and I'm playing Astra, Tiefling Warlock. Pronouns she, her. Yeah, that's it.
I think that's everybody. We have a special guest today. Danny DeVito is here with us. Just kidding. That's a lie. I'm sorry. I just had to. Just trolling this Danny DeVito picture.
It's just wonderful. It's like staring at us too. Just with that grin.
Yeah.
Makes it even better.
Danny DeVito stares at all.
He's our audience. Danny DeVito is just going to be our permanent audience from now on. We just play for him.
If any of y'all know Danny DeVito, hook us up. I want him to be a player with us. I've got a couple of NPCs he could play. Okay, anyway, moving on. Okay, so last time on Paradise Rolls, Safra, our adventurers Arterian, Chadwick, and Lenora witnessed the body snatcher stealing the body and from the cemetery outside of Port Laverly. The body snatcher was running into the forest, and they pursued very quickly. Ran into the forest right after this person, who, really should have been easier to catch because they were literally dragging a corpse, but unfortunately, the group did not, and instead stumbled upon the campsite of Elwyn, Crow, and Astra. After some sort of strange kind of bonding moments where there was some blood and licking of blood and stabbing, lots of stabbing happening in there, Arterian and Crow became friends, and Elwyn helped them figure out the way through the forest, following the body snatcher's trail, which was not that hard because, dragging a body through the forest leaves some marks, especially on rocks, if you recall. And so anyway, the trail ended at a clearing where the party saw this massive mansion that was completely dilapidated. It had been forgotten for decades, maybe even centuries. Upon investigating the front porch, Lenora, who tried to knock on the front door, activated a trap and fell through. The trap reset itself, and Elwyn went after her to try to, do some magic to destroy the trap, instead activating the trap also and falling through there. Arterian tried to jump in, tripped on the stairs, like the big buffoon he is. Just kidding. You're not a big buffoon. And then Crow was like, "Cool, I can totally undo that trap." They undid the trap, and now y'all can't get down there. Arterian crawled through the window of the house, and this is where we left off last time. So we are going to pick up with the crew that's on top, with the people who are upside. Arterian, you crawl into the hallway, and you see below your feet, on top of the very warped and disgusting wooden floors, are some rotted carpets. They are, tearing apart. They're fraying at the edges. There are some really old portraits that are hanging on the walls of the foyer. It looks like the portraits of the family who used to live here at one time. You can see that there's a door on either side of you, the left and the right, and there is a door to the very end, at the very end of the hall.
Okay. And you said when I went through the window that I turned around, I looked at the door, to the front door, and that was just like an easy thing to unlatch and open the door with?
Yeah. There's a big wooden plank that prevented you from getting in before. You could pretty easily just lift that up. It's an extra special locking mechanism, not too complex.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and unlock it.
Okay.
Unlock it, open the door, peek my head out. What's taking you so long? And then I'm gonna turn around and
just admiring the scenery.
I'm gonna run in after Arterian.
What?
I'm gonna run in after you. I'm stoked.
Me too. Arterian's down.
Of course you're stoked.
The creepy old building. What more would you want?
I'm surprised you didn't dive in first, to be honest.
So yeah, I turn around and I'm just gonna open this door on my left.
All right.
Lenora,
cool.
are you coming?
Lenora's not there.
Oh, I thought she was. Okay.
Astra's there with you.
She's in the dungeon with me.
Actually, can I check for traps before we open this door?
You certainly can. Give me a trap checking check. Investigation. Give me an investigation check.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. I think I connected to roll 20. Did you get it? No? No?
No.
Damn it, I thought I fixed it. Okay. Sorry. I'll do here.
But that is A-okay because I can get into the campaign. All right. 12. Yeah, you take a look at the door. It is a door, and it does not appear to be trapped.
Okay, +4, does that make a difference? Is it still not trapped?
It still appears to not be trapped.
Okay.
Yep. Open the door.
All right.
Stick my giant bull face in. I'm gonna look around.
Nice.
Do I see anything that would catch my attention?
Yeah, you see some moldy furniture, some really plush furniture that has just been eaten away by moths and rats. Some of the legs of the chairs have been gnawed at, so they're a lot thinner. There's some evidence of termite damage on the window, the far end, on the windowsill. Far end. There are a couple of empty shelves. They look like they were once bookshelves. One of them does have a bunch of destroyed books on it. And then there's a window that goes out into the front porch right there as well.
Okay.
I sit on a chair.
All right. You sit on the chair. How much do you weigh?
That's a good question. I don't know, where would I find that?
I think you decide. I don't think it tells you exactly.
I mean, I'm not very big, so I don't weigh that much.
Alright.
Pretty small. Is it comfortable?
It's a little squishy. It's cut in like a not like a plush kind of forgiving kind of squishy. It's like this, the fur in here is kind of gross and it's probably a little bit wet and there's a little centipede that kind of falls out of it as you sit down. And it creaks very heavily underneath your weight, and one of the legs, it feels like it's gonna give.
Okay, I eat the centipede and I continue to sit.
Okay. Delicious.
I was literally going to go grab the centipede.
Y'all are sick.
Well, in this case, Arterian looks at you and says, "You won't share?"
I stick my hand back down my throat and I grab it. You know, like when you get a noodle or those when you get really really good mozzarella sticks that choke you.
Yep.
And I pull it out and I bite it in half and I give it to you.
I like this one. Tyrion doesn't give a crap. He takes half the centipede and he eats it.
Nice.
I'd also like to, I'm big and heavy. I'm gonna stomp around in the corners and stuff, see if there's a spot that I'm gonna fall through.
Okay.
And if not, I turn around.
I'm just gonna open up the other doors.
Cool. So as you're stomping around, nothing's really giving. Some of the floorboards feel moldy, but it actually feels like there might be an actual foundation under this house, which is a little weird. Let's see, Chadwick, you go to the room to your right, and this is kind of like another greeting kind of parlor room. There are some more shelves with, moldy-ass books all over them. Some more paintings that are falling apart. There's a velvet painting on the end that has, it depicts a woman in a very, large pink dress. It doesn't really look pink so much anymore, because of the aging of it, and then a man in a really fine suit, and then a little baby.
Like a noble self-portrait?
Yep, exactly.
Ugh, just like my parents. Walk over to the next door.
Alright, so the door right in front of you leads to yet another room! This room is more another seating parlor area. You get the sense that whoever these people were, they did a lot of entertaining and needed a lot of places for people to just be. But in this room you see a fireplace that's very cold. It looks like it hasn't been used in a while. More moldy furniture, more moldy rugs. There's a broken table directly in front of you. You see a doorway directly to your right, immediately to your right, and then another doorway straight ahead.
Moldy furniture and a fireplace. I feel like I've been here before.
Sorry, is there a map?
There is indeed a map. You're not on it, but to share, we could share it if you want.
I don't know, it's up to you guys if you want it on screen or not.
I can't because I'll reveal too much.
Okay. Oh yeah, you don't share it.
Wait, you've been here before? Well, why didn't you warn us about the trap?
Not Arterian, Bulg.
Hey, why has Bulg been here before? I don't remember that.
Bulg got poisoned by the mold.
Oh! That's right. Home game campaign. I was like, did I just copy another campaign that we already did? Okay. Yeah, moldy furniture. Do you want to sniff it? Is that something you want to do?
No, I walk in and I stomp around the corners. I'm looking for the weak spot. Where's the weak spot?
I want you to roll. I want you to roll an investigation check, actually.
Okay. Oh, that's a 3.
Alright, yeah, you're stomping around, but this is actually this is an inner room, right? So it's not super moldy in here. There are no windows to the outside in this room.
I thought we'd get down there by now.
Well, I mean, there might be a cellar out back. Or we can keep going.
What's this way?
And I'll go to what I assume is the door right here.
Alright. Alright, you find another room. It is yet another room. This one has a broken piano in it, and then some bookshelves to the right. Again, lots of really old books that have kind of been destroyed a little bit. And then a couple of chairs also have been kind of ripped up a little bit.
Okay. Arterian just looks around and just... Rah!
Well, let's kind of shake a little bit.
I'm gonna try to move the piano.
Wait, I'm gonna try
Alright.
to play the piano.
Okay. I would like Crow to give a performance check, and Chadwick strength check at disadvantage while Crow is actively trying to play it.
Well, I'm not. When I say it, so okay. So
Describe how you're playing it.
per my class, I am supposed to have proficiency in a certain instrument, but given my background, I have forfeited that. So I sit at the piano, all elegant and nice, and I say, "Let me play you the song of my people," and then I just go ding 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 ding, and I'm just bashing the piano.
Okay, I'll let you forego a performance check if you want to do that.
I got an 8 at disadvantage.
You're really pushing.
Wait, should I have advantage, or I have not advantage, but I count as a large creature when I'm trying to push and pull shit.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it doesn't actually matter for you. Yeah. So Crow, you're banging on this piano, right? And Chadwick, you're basically just brr. Moving it it's scraping on the floorboards. It's creating this ungodly sound, wood on wood scrapage.
And Crow playing it.
Mm-hmm.
What a jam, man.
And it's horribly out of tune. It is literally broken in half. So you're kind of those ergonomic keyboards where your hands are all pointing toward each other. It's kind of like that. And then as you're playing, a couple of the strings just break entirely, and it's a hoot.
With this chaotic sound, I look over at Crow and I'm like,
I enjoy this sound.
and then I look over at Chadwick and I'm like,
But I like what you're doing better. I think you play the piano more effectively.
I don't know how to play the piano, but I can play the drums, man. We can form a drum circle.
I think you should stick with dragging pianos around.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Okay, thank you. I hate this place.
There's nothing behind the piano, by the way, if that's what you're getting at.
Yeah. Or underneath it? No, okay.
No, dust. There's a lot of dust. There's some mouse shit under there. It's kind of gross. You're hantavirus. Because, hantavirus exists here.
The plague exists here.
Alright, fan out. We're running out of time.
what's this?
That's a doorway.
I go to the doorway.
Alright. It is a door. And it is there.
I open the door.
You attempt to open the door, and the door is locked.
I beat the handle.
Alright. Make a strength check.
Okay, hopefully this will actually work.
Make an attack roll. I want you to make an attack roll. If you are doing it with your weapon, do it as a weapon attack. Otherwise, you're making an unarmed strike.
Yeah, I'll beat it with my Morning Star because I'm just getting pissed at this place.
All right.
That is an 18.
Yeah, that'll do. Go and roll some damage on it. Why not?
This is a D8. This is a D8.
It's a date?
It's a date. And I got an 8 on that D8.
Oh, gosh. All right. Cool. Yep, that, yeah. So you bang the doorknob? Are you going directly for the doorknob or just the door?
I'm going, like, at the entire handle, like, sideways.
Okay. Alright, yeah, so you swipe at it sideways, smash it into the wall. It's like, it's pretty smashed at this point.
Okay. I push on the door now.
It just goes,
That's how you open a door.
I clap.
And then I walk on in.
alright. You walk in. Alright. Aster follows. Okay, so I'm gonna take a moment to reveal some areas for y'all on this super cool map, but that I spent so much time on, by the way. It's like a stupid amount. I should not have spent so much time on this. Don't tell my boss. Just kidding. I did not use work time. I did not use work time for this. Okay. So, before you see this grand spiral staircase that goes up to the second floor.
Okay.
It's grand and also falling apart. It looks like it's really not super safe to climb. You see more rotted furniture. There's some more bookshelves with books that are just kind of strewn about and torn about. Another fireplace. You actually have like an intact piano in this room, which is kind of cool. And you can see that there is a door immediately to your right. I'll say that you can actually see like this area as well. You can see that the room kind of goes to your right a little bit, more bookshelves. There's another door that looks like it leads outside, but it looks like it's been boarded up. There's some like shafts of moonlight coming through to your right, with this like, it's a double door. So like immediately to your right, there's a door. And if you go into the room, past the staircase and to the right, there's double doors that go outside. There's a somewhat circular room. It looks like the base floor of a turret, just straight ahead from those doors. And there's just a bunch of shit here. Like, not literal actual feces. It's just like a bunch of junk. There's like a broken bed, there's a bunch of tables and a bunch of broken wood. You have crates that have been thrown about and dug through. Like somebody ransacked the crap out of this little turret area. You also see a door to your right.
Is it dusty?
It's
Like, does
so
it look
dusty.
like nobody's been there in a while? Okay.
Mhm. Yeah. Yep. That part of the room is very, very, very dusty. As you walk over there, I assume you're going over in that direction, all y'all. I mean, all y'all don't have to go there.
I'm just kind of walking around.
No.
Okay.
I was in the other room.
You still in the piano room?
Yeah, I was looking at this
Okay.
other door.
Oh, that's a window.
Oh, okay, then
Yeah.
I'm not in the other room.
Chadwick is just standing there staring at a window, just like.
That sounds about right, but
I thought it was the door too. I was like, "Where's the map? I don't see it." Like, and I'm like, oh.
I know. Yeah,
He's
if you
looking
look
for
out the
Danny
window,
DeVito.
you can. Yeah, it's just grass.
purdy. Okay, then I'll walk back out.
Yeah, this is a strange door
See-
over here. Sorry, it's a weird map.
See the door off its hinges and walk through. Interesting.
So as you go in, I'll give you the rest of the room. So to your left, around the corner from the piano, kind of behind the couch near the fireplace, there's another door. And then on the other side of the fireplace, on the other side of the books, yeah, right there, thank you for pointing that, there's another door. and then you can see a set of double interior doors at the far end of that part of the hallway. So there's this room that's kind of in the middle of the room once you pass the elegant spiral staircase that goes up the center of the room. It looks like the hall kind of goes around, but on the left, it's blocked off.
Okay.
I have a good feeling about this one, personally.
All right. So you're going there. As you all start to kind of fan out at this point, I want to jump to our other group and kind of explore there. So rewinding in time. So Lenora, you stepped on the plate and you were like, oh shit, and then step off, and the floor opened up from under you, and you plummeted. You fell. You fell about 20 feet, so I'm going to want you to make me a dexterity saving throw to see if you take damage or not. Ooh.
7.
Oh, okay. So you fall, and you try to, land like a cool person, but you were completely unaware that was going to happen. You're going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you land really hard on your leg and kind of twist your ankle. You do land in a big pile of straw, so that's really good for you.
So you said 3 damage?
Yeah, 3 points. Yep. So you look around. Let me guess. You have dark vision. I assume everybody has dark vision these days. It's like the cool thing to do.
Not me.
Alright, Lenore, you can see what you see on your map. So basically, you see a bunch of cages in here. You can see that there are crates. You're obviously in a basement. It's dark, it's wet, it's gross. It kind of smells like mold down here. Directly in front of you is a table that looks like it was used to probably torture people. Is kind of what it's looking like. There's some blood on it. It's kind of gross.
Sorry, I'm just trying to decide. So she...
Oh, you're in a cage. You are in a cage.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You fell directly into a cage. This cage goes all the way up to the ceiling. It is about 10 feet by 10 feet. You're in it. It's got a door that is closed.
So when I fell, I'm just going to say that I dropped my notebook.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing that I'm going to do is search for my notebook. And then once I get it, I'm going to get it, and then I'm going to look around the whole cage, and then I'm going to start writing about it. And then in my head, not in my head, sorry, I'm going to be whispering, kind of how I did in the first session. I'm going to start whispering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting the bars in the cage, how many feet from one side to the other, that type of thing. So she's just writing and then just going okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doing that throughout the whole cage.
Cool. So you start going around the cage, and about maybe a minute or two into that, you hear the cage up above you, the trapdoor, open up once more. And Elowen, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw as well, as you plummet 20 feet into a pile of straw.
It's 19 and then plus 2, so 21.
Nice. So you,
That's like a cat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to describe how you nail this landing?
Yeah, let's just straight up do the superhero Black Widow landing, the one knee bent, the other leg out, fucking ready.
Yes, your leather coat just kind of like it's flying to your sides and it just like lands very gracefully. Beautiful. You take no damage.
I love
You're
it.
good. But you are now in a cage, so you know.
So I'm gonna make sure that Lenora's okay. So are you okay, Lenora? Do you need anything? Are you good?
So Lenora's gonna be like that, and sort of limping, right? Like throughout the cage, counting things. How big did you say, Shars, that the cage was?
So the cage is about 10 by 10. It's a 10 by 10 square, and the walls of the cage. Walls? They're not walls. They're like bars. The bars of the cage go all the way to the ceiling, which is about another 10 feet high. But the ceiling of the cage is open all the way up the full 20 feet to the trapdoor, which at this point you hear clicks above it, and there's like a sound, and a spring falls down and lands next to you. As Crow has just disabled it.
Disabled it, yeah.
So I am not noticing any of these things, but I do notice that Elwyn talked to me. So I don't say anything except I literally described everything that the DM just described. So I'm just like, this cage is 10 by 10. There's like 20 bars and I don't even know whatever bars here. And then there was a thing, like I basically just start not directly looking at you or anything. I'm just doing my thing where I'm limping, I'm writing, at this point I'm drawing, and just saying that over and over again.
Okay. I'm going to assume that this is Lenora's sort of normal. This is not like a shock behavior. It's like, this is just her. So I'm going to sort of let her, do her observations, and I'm going to wander over to the bars and sort of, see what the toughness is and kind of look at the spring. Like I noticed the spring, but once I looked up from the noise, it was kind of obvious what happened. So, and that's not really going to help us, I don't think. So I'm looking, is there like a lock? Is there some sort of like door?
Yeah. So as you look at the wall of the cage, the bars of the cage, there is a door to the right. I'll point out. Ooh, yikes! What is happening? I'll point out on the map to you real quick.
Okay.
In this section right here, it's actually in front. There's a crate directly in front of it. But you do notice that it is a door. It opens out, you assume, and it does have a lock. There is no actual latch or doorknob. It is like simply a lock.
Lenora, come check this out. There's a door here and a lock. This crate is sort of blocking. But what do you make of this lock here? I figure you're smart, right?
I just sort of pause and I look at you. And then I look away. Just keep doing my thing. Just keep doing my thing.
There is a lock on
Yeah,
the door
there's a
behind
like
the
I
crate.
literally that's all I do is like you told me whatever information was, so I'm like writing down everything about the lock. And that's it. I'm not talking to you.
I'm gonna sort of start mumbling to myself about how to pick this lock and whether or not I have any supplies, which I'm currently checking. First of all, the big problem is the crate, I would imagine, right?
It's not up against the door.
Weird. Okay, so it's not super blocking us, but it's like
No, it's just in front of it.
Okay. I'm getting a super creepy vibe by this whole situation here too, with the like bloody. So I just want to get out of here. Like I don't like it here. There's no nature here. Like I'm kind of starting to freak out, but like not quite. Like I'm not. I need to get out of here, guys.
How long is my quarterstaff?
The quarterstaff is probably Probably like 5 feet tall, maybe 5 feet long.
Yeah, it's shorter than me, I think.
Yeah.
Is the crate
But,
farther than that?
The crate is about 3 feet from the door. 2.5 to 3 feet. And it's a little askew. You get the sense that it's not a crate that has been put there to block the door, but more like put there kind of haphazardly.
Okay. So I could poke it with my staff.
Oh, you definitely could. You could try pushing it. Make a strength check as you push it.
Okay. D20 again?
Yeah, D20 plus your strength modifier, or minus if, you're a squishy person.
I actually think it is minus.
Yeah.
Yeah, -1.
Yep. As is with most
17
spellcasters.
minus-
16?
17 minus 1 plus 16, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. No, that's fine. You catch the corner of it, and you can actually push it. It's not. It's not full of heavy stuff. It's just there.
Okay.
Can I?
Well, go ahead.
No, I'm just like looking at what I have to see if there's anything that I could
Me
blast
too.
the lock with. If I throw a firebolt, chances are I'm gonna kill myself and Elwyn, right?
I don't know.
That's what I was thinking about, like the thunder wave thing too. Like that, I don't think would be very good for either of us. Hold on.
Sorry, I'm like looking to see what.
Oh, I have an ice knife. I can make an ice knife. So I'm gonna make an ice knife for my spell and try to sort of jimmy the lock.
Okay. Cool. So mark off a spell slot for your ice knife. So you take a little bit of water and you form it into a very slender dagger. Go ahead and make a. So everybody should add lockpicking check as an ability in their D&D Beyond at some point. We'll talk about that offline. But I want you to make a lockpicking check. So essentially, you're gonna do a D20 plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay.
I will give you disadvantage because it's ice, and it's literally just like. Ice is really breakable. I don't know if you played with the icicles we had from our snowstorm this last week. They break.
Yeah, you can. There's some pretty, deadly icicles out there. But no, you're totally right. Plus, I rolled a 5, so.
Cool. You're reach around. You can do the whole reach around, just like okay, I got it. Breaks in half.
Okay. I'm out of ideas.
Can we see anything outside aside from these crates? Like, do we see anybody? Do we see anything aside from that bloody table?
There are skeletons
Great.
mixed around. There's a cage, a much smaller cage. There are 3 other cages you notice in this room. One very close to you, there's a skeleton in there. One a little bit further down than that, right here, which is, it has an actual, dead body in it. It kind of reeks of dead body in here. And then there's a cage over here, and you can hear that there's, a sniffling coming from that corner of the room.
So I'm gonna yell out then, if I can hear the sniffing, then I would be like, is somebody there? I can see, right? I don't know if my view blocked. Okay.
No, yeah,
I know I've got
everything.
vision, but
Yeah, everything that you can see, on the map, except for that thing, I don't know why that's there, that you can see, yeah.
okay. All right, so I'm gonna call out to that person or creature and just be like, "Hey, who are you? How did you get here?"
You hear, "Oh, Are you here to save me? It sounds like a little girl's voice.
Oh. No.
She sniffles.
But, I'm happy to help, but it seems like we're all stuck, so as soon as I can get out of here, I'll come over and see if I can help you.
Well, hurry! He said he's coming back.
Who said he's coming back?
The mean man who stole me. He said he's coming back.
Do you know when he's coming back?
He said a few minutes. You better hurry.
Yeah, we gotta hurry now. Now I really want to get out of here. All right, I'm gonna try. I think I have an unarmed strike bonus somewhere. Yeah, I have 1 hit point, I guess, 0 bludgeoning. I was gonna maybe try to sort of. I don't have any strength. You gotta help me out here, Lenora.
I can try to detect magic. I think the last time I did, there was like literally nothing magical, but can I detect magic on anything? Just like
you can.
Yeah.
You can. Yeah. So cast detect magic, and you do sense that there is a magical presence through the doorway that's directly in front of you, and somewhere over to the left of that, it is evocation magic, and that's about all you get. But there's no magic like on your cage or
in the room that we're
on the kid's cage. Not in the room that you're in. There seems to be some kind of seal in the next room.
Well, fire or lightning works against evocation spells, right?
Depends.
Sometimes.
Depends. Yeah, sometimes. The little girl says, "Hurry, don't you have something small and sharp that you can pick a lock with? I tried my bobby pins, but they didn't help."
I also tried something and it didn't help. But I do have wild shape. Have I seen any small creatures on our journey?
You absolutely have. You have seen mice, rats, small creatures. You've probably seen snakes while you're out, collecting herbs and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do some sort of small rodent. Something that's small enough to fit through the bars, so we'll see a mouse.
Alright, cool. So, you suddenly turn into a mouse. What kind of mouse? What does your mouse look like?
Cultivirus mouse, no. Deer mouse.
So you're a field deer mouse. They're actually really cute. I don't know if you've noticed. They got these kind of big ears. They're really adorable.
This is the most epidemiology nerdy situation that we've ever had in D&D. It's
yes.
adorable.
I love it so much. I found my people. I'm so happy.
So you crawl through the hole. Now you're on the other side.
Great. Okay. So I'm gonna take a look at the lock. Can I bash it from this side? Let me try. I have a scimitar. I've got some +4 hit for that. So
Cool.
Let me try to bash it.
You come out of your deer mouse form. Here, bash it. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Okay. That's a D20 also, right?
Yeah, you have D20 plus your attack modifier, so it's probably
Okay. So I rolled a 16. And
Thank you, Chadwick, for sharing. This is the image.
Yes.
This is a perfect I'm just gonna leave that on the screen.
Yay!
Right now. It's just gonna live on the screen just for everybody's enjoyment.
This is what Elwyn showed up as. Just, deer mouse it up.
Love it.
Alright, so what'd you get on your attack roll?
Sorry, I can't find my attack modifier. Forgot.
Honestly, it's probably plus 3 or plus 5. It's gonna be, do you have your weapon stats with you?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Does it say it's a finesse
It's right
weapon?
next to that. Yeah.
Yeah, so then you can do your... Okay, yeah, do your dexterity modifier and your proficiency bonus to your d20.
Okay, so 16 plus 2 plus proficiency is...
Probably another 2, I think.
Yeah, it's 2.
Alright, cool, so an unnatural 20. Cool, yeah. So you beat it, and it dents pretty deeply. And you go to pull it open, and it takes you a minute. I actually want you to make a strength check for me. Just straight strength. So d20 strength modifier.
17.
Alright, yeah, it takes you a minute, but you yank it open, and the cage is open.
Sweet. And then I'm gonna go check on the girl. I'm gonna sort of creep around that creepy table because I don't like that, and I don't like this magic energy in here. So I'm gonna sort of skirt along the edge and head over to the girl, so I can. Do you want me to move? Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. Yeah, you go over there, and Lenora, the door is open if you want to go out. But the girl is a little girl. She's about 7-ish years old. She has brown hair that's pulled back in a braid, and she's very skinny, very pale, and she has a marking on her forehead, and it looks like kind of an intricate triangle design. Think Celtic knot kind of triangle, but not quite not like a check quadra, not quite like that, but a little bit more intricate than that.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Oh, I just closed Roll20. It was next.
Oh. I was like, where have I been?
I was like, what? All right. Well, her little cage has the same sort of lock, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I detect any magic on her specifically?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
And after your Arcana check, we're going to jump back to the other group
Okay.
as you try to figure out how to get her out.
And no modifiers for that. Is it a D20 again?
Yeah, D20 and then any Arcana modifiers.
4.
4.
And I have 0 modifiers, so yeah.
So this symbol seems strange. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, before...
Okay.
Okay, are we moving to the other side? To the other...
Unless you want to do something.
So as, I guess, Elwyn is over there with the child, I can see her, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do I think she's suspicious? Because Lenora usually thinks everything that is a human being or a living thing that's not an animal, I guess, is suspicious. So, do I trust her, as she's, kind of looking at Elwyn?
So you can either make an insight check if you want, or you can just assume that everyone's suspicious, depending on your character. Up to you.
Okay. I'm gonna do an insight check still.
Okay.
It's a terrible insight. Okay. Never mind. Just,
Seems legit. What, a 4?
I still think she's sus, but
Totally
I don't know
legit.
why. But I don't know why.
She's like a legit kid. She's a kid. She is a child.
Great.
That's all
I
you
don't
get.
like it.
You don't like children, you don't like dungeons, you don't like cages, you don't like skeletons all over your floors. No, nothing. You don't like this.
Me either.
I'm just literally, I'm just like drawing away everything that I see.
Mhm.
Like that's all I'm doing.
Yeah, and I mean, I would think that with Lenora, and she might have seen this before because she's very observant. But I think we're moving on, right? So I can check in with her later.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get back to you in just a minute, and let's move to the other group real quick. Other group upstairs.
I also found this.
Oh.
That's new. What is that?
It's not a mouse here, it's a deer mouse.
It's
We're
adorable.
a mouse. Is this the other one? I was like, what is that?
Mouse deer. That is so weird.
That's
If
adorable.
I could fit through the bars, I would have turned into that instead.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know how big that is. Judging by the fact that there's it looks like a palm frond back there. Like, yeah, sure, why not? You can turn it into that. You can add to
That's
your.
alright. I'll stick with the mouse.
Is that a diptych?
I don't know what it was. I was just like, that image is kind of cursed.
Oh. It kind of looks like
All upstairs. What's going on upstairs? Astra, what are you doing? There's a door to your right.
Can I give him a investigation check?
Yeah. What do you want to look for?
To see if I hear anything in there. In the door.
Sure. Yeah, make your investigation check as you sit there and kind of like, not like horses twitch your ears like that, but like, 24. Alright, so as you all are walking around, you hear that the footsteps are a little bit hollow as they walk along the floor here, but not extremely hollow. It just kind of like it sounds a little different. You do hear that there are some noises coming from upstairs, but they're not very loud. It's some very like light rustling up there.
Huh. What do you think's up there?
Probably the homeowner.
I think they could have been doing a better job at owning this home.
there's only one way to find out. Wait, you said it's up the stairs. Can I stealth up the stairs?
You can definitely try. I would like for you to make a stealth check. First. Esther, were you going to say something? I saw you on mute. I saw it.
I can wait.
Okay.
No,
We'll
it's
come
gonna
back
take
to you after
a
this.
second. You go for it.
Okay, go for it. It'll take them a second.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm gonna open this door, go through it. The one on the right.
We're on the right? Alright, cool. You see before you. Let me just reveal it. It's a dining room. It's got a lot of chairs at this giant table. It looks really cool. There is some there are plates. There's some moldy food. The food looks a lot more recent than literally everything else. Like, normally at this point, if the food was as old as and abandoned as everything else, it would be gone. But it is not. It is there molding a little bit. And then you see a window to your left. It is a solid wall to your right. There's a really big tapestry along the right wall that covers basically the whole wall. And it looks like it's a really detailed woven tapestry that is a family tree.
Here's what it looks like.
There we go. That's where we are. Oh, that's so good for me to see, so I can see, like, what did I accidentally not uncover? Arteria, oh no, Chadwick, you said you're going to the door to the bottom right.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
the closest one that I'm aware of to where they fell, so.
Cool. It's another turret room. This is a library. You walk in and there's a couch that's actually like fairly well kept, and then there's one that's like really really messed up, and there's just books lining the walls. It's covered in dust and spider webs, and a fireplace that has been cold.
Tear apart everything, starting with the fireplace.
Okay, cool. You start tearing at the fireplace. There's nothing there. It's empty. It's got some ashes at the bottom. You like sift through the ashes. Nothing's there. Do you want to make an investigation check for the books?
I would love
Bookshelves?
to.
Cool.
Let's do this one. Oof. Hold on. See, that's why I didn't. Give me just a second.
Okay.
That is going to be a 0.
0.
Yeah.
All right. So first, I want to celebrate the first 0 of the campaign. Second,
Only the only one.
it will not be the only one. I promise you that. Bunch of books. There are books.
Fuck books.
People read these books. You don't read these books.
I have one book I've read in the last, 30 years, and one book in my possession, and that's all I need. Fuck that.
Yep. There's just a bunch of books here.
Well, I guess while everyone's doing their thing, Arterian's gonna go through this door.
Which one? The double doors?
Double doors.
All right. You walk through the double doors, and you can see that there's a door that goes outside. More crates. There's another turret room or to the other side. And you do notice that there is indeed a trapdoor shoved between 2 broken benches.
Finally. I think I found the way down.
And I'm gonna just walk in. I'm open it, or I'm gonna try and open this. And then I'm gonna try and squeeze in.
It is not locked. So you open it and you get in.
Okay. I can't actually put Arterian on there.
No, you can't.
Maybe
It's a small door. It takes a minute to fit through it.
Hurry up. Hurry up, Artie.
I'll have a harder
I'm
time with
trying to
this.
stop some stairs somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. You're going upstairs. You rolled a 4 on your 12th? No, wait, what? Why do you have 3 stealth rolls?
I'm sorry, I don't know. I think my computer's super laggy, and so I thought it wasn't working. So I did it a couple times, and then
Okay, we'll go with your 12. That's fine. We'll go to your 12. But I also want you to make a dexterity saving throw as the stair beneath you crumbles in a moldy, disgusting mess.
Sorry, it takes a really long time.
That's okay. You can tell me what you got, if that's easier for you.
No, it takes a long time on here too.
Oh, okay. I heard it. 14. All right, you take a step up and you're like 4 or 5 steps up. You're like maybe 5 feet in the air at this point. The floorboards crack underneath you, and you just slip right on through like butter going through a person's hands. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a really like funny Southern analogy, because I assume people in the South eat butter. I don't know. Yeah, you just tumble through, and you're back on the ground.
Okay.
It was a loud noise that it made, though.
Okay, I look around and I see where everyone else is.
Arturian has just gone through the double doors, and Chadwick ran after him. Astra, I have no idea where Astra is.
Astra's multi-food.
Trying to do that thing where, like, your large friend tries to squeeze into, like, an air vent. You're just, like, pushing. I'm like, lift up your arms.
You need some butter.
Exactly. We need some butter slipping through your fingers. But yeah, just gonna go down there.
I did call out rather loudly, by the way.
Yes.
So everyone knows where we are.
How's that dining room, Astra?
Can I do a history check on the tapestry?
An investigation check on the tapestry?
Yeah.
Yep, go for it. 19. Yeah, so it's a very long history, long family history. It's kind of less a family tree, but more like family tree roots. And so it's got like the matriarch and the patriarch up at the top left corner, and then it just kind of has like fingerling sprouts of roots, basically, that just kind of like expand the whole tapestry. There are a lot of names that you don't recognize. Some of them have like actual pictures like woven into them, and it's like very well done. But the very end there, it kind of like, you know, fizzles off, and it looks like the family line kind of died off at some point. The most recent one is the name. Hold on, let me check my notes. Yes, it is. The first name is Arthur, and the last name is Strumlord. And the birth date is listed as being about 30 years prior. And then the parents of that person, they do not have death dates on their family tree either.
Thank you. And is there another door in the dining room?
There is not.
No. Okay.
And at this time you hear Arturian say, "Downstairs!" Or whatever it is Arturian said. I don't remember exactly.
Down here!
Down here. Alright, so you gonna join them downstairs? Are all y'all going down?
Man.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the biggins to come down first.
Okay, let me plop your characters in real quick. And I shall reveal yourselves. Okay, this is where you find yourself on the stairs coming down. You can see in front of you that the room kind of angles off. There's a doorway to your left. Who has dark vision? I assume everyone.
No, I don't
Except
think
for Crow.
I think only Astra has dark vision. But I might be wrong.
Okay.
I have
I
dark
do
vision.
not.
Yeah, I don't have dark vision either.
Yeah,
Actually.
I don't either.
Wow.
I also
Nice.
can I do light?
Yeah. Yeah, of course you can. Cool. Describe how. What do you illuminate?
The wall.
All right, cool. You like point over at the stone wall, and one of the stones just starts glowing brightly like it's a torch. Yeah, it kind of illuminates the room for you. You see in front of you that there is a room there's a couple of crates to your left. You can see that there is a door to your right, as well as a door directly ahead of you.
Well, Arturian is pretty much go where I can see things. So I see this opening here.
All right.
I would just call out, hello!
All right, Ellen and Lenora, you hear as you're trying to figure out how to undo this lock on this child's cage. You can hear, "Hello." You know the voice. It echoes throughout the room.
Is that Arturian? Is that you? Who else could it be?
I just start walking. I just
I am here.
completely stop being interested in the child and just start walking towards the
Okay,
voice.
yeah, there's a kid in here. There's a kid in a cage here. Can you come smash this door? I'm really glad you're here, because now that you're here, you can tell me how to get the hell out of here, because I just want to get out of here.
Do I hear Elwyn in front of me or behind me? Because I'm going
Right.
where my ears are pointing.
Yeah, you hear her
That's why
come
we
from
don't have
the
dark
right.
vision.
Okay. I go.
Yeah, you can't. Once you get in this room, you have no light.
Okay.
I can't see shit in here. Where are you?
I'm gonna go to Arturian because I can see, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna go up to him and just say, "There's a creepy child. There's a creepy child over there."
Oh,
And,
God.
The creepy child is right in front of us, right?
How did you get here? God,
we
you have to announce yourself before you just show up in front of me. I almost smashed you.
She's like completely like whatever. She's like we that lady wants to get the creepy child out. I just don't think it's smart. So yeah. And she just walks off.
No, we gotta get her out, because she's a kid. And she's got this bloody thing that we need to fix. Is it bloody, the symbol on her head, or is it painted? Or is it like hard?
So it almost looks like a rash, but it is very well defined. It is it looks like it is almost like a burn into her forehead, but not like a brand. Like it's a rash that has. I mean, you being proficient in medicine, you would know, like, as a rash, continues, it gets darker and darker and affects more of the skin, and so that's what it looks like.
Okay. I mean, I'll take a group vote, but like, I really think we should, get this child out of here because she seems very scared.
Have you tried opening the door?
Good question, Chad. I appreciate you.
So I'm just gonna grab Arturian's hand, and I just say, "I'll take you to the creepy child. Let's go. Just move. I'm gonna take you to the creepy child."
Okay, I'll go with you.
So I just
I'm
start
gonna
moving him.
embarrassingly shingle on the door as well while they're heading over.
Just pretending
but like, I kind of resentfully tug on the door.
Alright, I want you to make a strength check. D20 plus your strength modifier.
Okay.
I mean, minus your strength modifier.
Yeah. 7.
You jiggle the door, and it opens! Just kidding, it doesn't. No. Sorry.
That
Does
was
not open.
amazing.
Does not open. It's locked.
I was just gonna be like, please kill me now. Like, I'm gonna fall down and die of embarrassment.
Yeah. It's really locked.
As I'm being led over to this cage, just like little background, Arterian is a minotaur. He recognizes that he looks like a monster and loves to scare people. So you're leading me to this cage, and upon arriving at the cage, I let out this roar in this little girl's face. Just loud and obnoxious, and just like my nostrils flaring.
When you do that, I
just,
also
like-
scream. I just do this blood curdling shriek. As soon as I hear that you're starting to scream, I'm also screaming.
I'm just like,
How did you get yourself stuck?
I just go.
Lenore's just
Oh
staring
my
at this whole
gosh.
situation. She's just like looking at the kid, looking at everybody just being weird and looking at the
See,
kid.
I have a soft spot for kids. I'm going to be like, Arterian, cut it out. I'm serious this time.
This is what
Little
you
one.
get for the win.
Little one, are you okay?
So when Arterian says the thing and Crow does the screaming, the little girl screams at the top of her lungs, and you can hear her like moving back against the cage wall, screaming. Chadwick, as you walk forward, you smell urine everywhere. Not only because she's been in a cage for who knows how long, but she also like literally wet herself right now because she was so scared. And she's just like huddled up against the back corner, like holding her knees to her chest, just like terrified. It's so pitch dark, she can't see.
I would like to.
Have a light.
5 people should put a lighter in your face.
I'd like to let Lenore know. I doubt an evil one would lock themselves in a cage.
She's still
Unless it's a
creepy.
trap.
She's still really creepy.
Does she look healthy?
So,
I at this point pull out a torch and light it.
Okay. I was gonna say, she doesn't look like anything because you can't see. Because it's still pitch dark in here.
I can
But with Arterian lighting one of his torches, yes, you can see this little girl in this very dirty kind of lavender-colored dress, huddled in the corner. She has her dark hair pulled into a braid. Her skin is very light. Looks like she's been down here for days. She smells, and she looks like she is very hungry. She does not look healthy. There's no evidence of any food trays in the cage at all. There's a bucket for her waist. That is it.
I'm gonna do a few things here, unless anyone else wants to do something before I do.
Well, I can pick the lock if you
I do want
want
to do one thing. I want to, as I light the torch and I smell this disgustingness, I just want to say,
Do you think it'll work on the body snatcher?
I'm looking at the little girl.
Can I scare him?
She's too afraid of you to even say anything.
Then I just keep staring directly at her.
I'm gonna take my. Go for it.
I'm before you do, Chad, real quick. I'm gonna just, since I'm no use with the door, I'm just gonna go around the cage, sort of closer to her, as close as I can get, because I think I'm kind of by the door. So I'm gonna go kind of around there where she's kind of huddled, and like just kind of kneel down and just sit with her. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna like.
What? And Crow, you're sitting there like, I literally have all the tools to do this, and y'all are ignoring me.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Do your thing.
Okay, and I'm like, don't worry, little girl, I'll save you. And I like,
She's
I have like a crazy look at my
She's
eye.
like,
I don't know how to do, like, what do I roll for thieves' tools?
yeah, so let's add this to your abilities later. I'll show you how to do that later. But do a dexterity check plus your proficiency. So it's going to be d20 plus dexterity modifier plus your proficiency.
My proficiency in...
Just your general... I think it's like +2 probably at this... Yeah.
Oh, my proficiency in dexterity?
No, so like yeah. And so it's your dexterity modifier, which is going to be whatever it says it is, and then your proficiency modifier on top of that, which would be a +2 at your level.
Okay. I'm gonna do this plus. So whatever I roll will be +6.
You are dexterous. Nice. Cool. So you pick the lock. And it clicks open. And the door opens because there's no latch. It is literally just the lock.
And I just begin like cackling, like just screaming, and just laughing so hard in the doorway as it opens up into this little girl.
Little girl like pushes herself up against the cage more, and Elwin, you can like feel her kind of up against the bars, and she just yells, "No, please don't eat me!"
I, at this point, would attempt to step into the doorway and take off my cloak and sort of like hold it invitingly.
Cool. So have you read the BFG by Roald Dahl?
I have not.
Oh man. Okay, it's fine. I'll forgive you this time. Just kidding. So basically, I imagine this is a smaller cage than they were before. It's only about 5 feet tall. So you're like squatting and kind of like wiggling your way in. It's super cute. Like the girl's into it. And when you hold out your cape, she kind of like is a little bit hesitant, and then like runs for your cape and just like
bundles up
in it.
Yeah. And then at that point, I would offer her some of my rations and my water skin.
She gladly partakes.
And then I'm assuming this is all happening as she said, "Don't eat me." And when she says that, I say, "I could maybe pick my teeth with you, but you wouldn't be much of a meal. Don't worry."
And that's when she runs into the cave. That's when she runs into the cave, and she's like, "Ah!"
Don't worry, I beat him up yesterday.
And then like you say that, and I look at you. What did I say? I thought it was comforting. I'm not interested. Isn't that a good thing? I'm so confused.
She's literally shivering.
Do you think she'll take another ration? Because if so,
She
I can
absolutely would.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
She
I'll
is
stand up and
famished.
move over to her and give her another one as well.
Lenora is currently looking at the dead body.
Cool.
What does she see?
Lenora. You see a dead body, the one in the cage, right? That's right next to you. Not the skeleton that's behind you. Because you're literally standing in front of a skeleton right now.
Is this
Just saying.
Wait, is this a skeleton? I thought
It's a dead body. That's I just had skeletons. That's
Okay. So
It's a body. Yeah, this person is like an actual legit dead body. They appear to have been dead for a couple of days, if not a little bit longer. They're still fairly fresh. This one is also a child, by the way. This is a little boy with very light skin, and the music just stopped for me. Very light skin and blonde hair. He looks like the life has just been completely sucked out of him.
Can I tell, like,
I do.
What, like, took the life out of him?
I think I'm having a sound malfunction.
I hear it. I hear
Okay.
it.
There's a weird dial that, like, apparently is getting caught on my pants.
Ew.
And it's like turning itself down. Sorry.
Ew, that's
Oh.
okay.
I've had
Can
that
you hear me now?
before.
Yeah. Mhm.
So,
I just had to
Can I
turn
tell,
the dial up.
yeah, can I tell what, like, sort of sucked the life out of him?
Sure. Make you can make either an investigation check or an arcana check. It's up to you, depending on what you want to look for. Do you want to look for physical signs of life suckage or magical signs of life suckage?
Magical signs.
All right, magical signs of life suckage. Roll an arcana check
18.
or a magic life suckage. 18. Cool. Yeah, so you notice pretty quickly that there's no like actual marks or anything on this body. Like, it's probable that it was magic.
Can I, like,
You
do
don't
I know
know
what
what else.
type, like, do I know where it comes from, the magic?
You could guess that somebody probably did it. This is not a natural occurrence, but that's about all you get.
Okay.
I do want to pipe up and say real quick that the girl had mentioned that the dude who did this is coming back in a couple minutes. Or in a few minutes, she said. So I just want to announce that to the group. Anyway, sorry.
The girl says, "Oh yes, he said he was coming back in a couple of minutes. Coming back for me. Please get me out of here."
Worry not. It sounds as though dinner shall present itself to me today. Not you. I hate children.
So can
I'm scared of you.
You little one.
She throws a pebble at you.
Sorry, can I, so, you said it's still a dead body, so how long, like, do I know how long he's been dead?
I'm gonna make you make a medicine check.
19.
Oh, rigor mortis has set in, it's set in. The body's been dead probably 4 or 5 days.
Does he look like her?
He does not look like her. This little girl has tan skin, dark hair. They don't look related. The bone structure is completely different.
So,
Do you have the same markings as the girl
Oh.
on the?
I'm gonna ask you to make an investigation check for that as you go over to kind of like peek at what Lenora is working on.
11.
11. Yeah, it's very faint, but you can see that this child also had the intricate knotted triangle mark.
I just want to look at, like his clothing. Like, do I see, like, does he have anything in his clothing, like any items, or not because I want to steal them, but because I want to see, like, if there's any evidence of, like, where he's coming from or things like that.
Yep, you totally don't want to steal all his shit. See all this dead child's belongings. Just
I'll
kidding.
steal a dead
No. I know you will, Trevor. No, there's nothing there. He just has clothes on. Yep.
Can I just go then towards the girl?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go up to her. I'm assuming that she's probably way smaller than me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just go up and I just say, "How did you get here?"
I don't know. I was asleep, and then the next thing I knew, I woke up and I was here.
Asleep where?
I was asleep in my bed at home.
Where's home?
My mommy had just tucked me in. Well, in the city, in Port Laverly.
Do you know?
Lenore, she's been through a lot.
I just look at.
He's from Port Laverly
Yeah.
too. She points at the corpse in the cage next to her.
The kid, like the dead body.
Uh-huh. He lived 4 doors down from me.
What about the other dead thing?
What dead thing?
The other dead body over there. And she just.
There are more dead bodies?
Yes, there's so many.
Oh no. I don't like dead bodies.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's really creepy. There's like the whole skull. There's like the bones. There's like leftover flesh. There's like blood. There's. Like,
I'm scared.
Tone it down in front of the kids.
I just like look at Elwyn, and I just look back, and I just continue describing. And then the dead body is like really cold, and he's a kid, and he's like dead. And the other one is like. Really
So how about a joke?
Super dead.
She
just, like,
rose up on your boots.
So she's still
And
saying
the
this
tavern
thing like
keeper
she's
says,
still
"Why the long
describing.
face?"
She hasn't stopped. She just continues to describe like the blood, the flesh, the whatever. Just telling her like every.
Olga is locked on Lenora, and she vomits on her boots. Just throws all over the front of your dress, everything, or robes, or whatever it is you're wearing. Just vomit all over. The rations that she just ate from Chadwick and Elwyn all over your front.
And Nora just looks down and just goes, and then just walks away.
That's happened to me before.
She's walked away, and she's like, right now, Lenora's gonna be looking at the bloody table.
It's bloody, and it's a table.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's like, it's clear, there. You can see that there are manacles that are strapped to the top and the bottom. So it looks like somebody was strapped here, and multiple somebodies were strapped here, and they were clearly tortured in some way to make them bleed. You do, let's see. Oh, you didn't do you did a medicine check on the kid. So the kid, you do notice, the dead kid had manacle marks on his wrists and ankles, and it's like the parts of those skin that skin has sunken in a little bit more than the rest. So you could imagine that he was probably tied to this before he was thrown into the cage. And you also would have noticed that the cage is not locked. Like he was discarded there.
She's just
So,
looking at it, touching it. It's like,
If I may, while she's doing that, after the kid threw up, I would have put some lay on hands on the kid while I was like comforting her.
All right.
5 points of lay on hands
Cool.
cures any disease or poison if she has any.
She looks much healthier. You get the sense that the vomiting was really due to the graphic description of how this kid that she knew in school, who lived down the road, was disemboweled, essentially.
Fair.
So, but she's feeling better. She looks a little healthier. Some of the color has come back into her face because of your lay on hands. What are y'all doing?
I still would like to leave, very much. I would very much like to get out of here. This is the basement with smelly dead things. And I'm used to smelly dead things out in the forests, but I don't like it here, guys.
We can't
But
leave
also-
without action.
Well, I mean, we need to get her out. I mean, we can't just stay here and wait for the guy, right? Or, we're not going to do that, right? Can I wait
many of
outside?
us are there? Look at all of us. We can literally just wait around the corner for this guy to come in, trying to do whatever he's going to do, and then we just jump it.
He has heard us. We need to go upstairs and chase this motherfucker down.
Wait. He's here? Wait, you guys were upstairs? Wait, did you see this symbol? Sorry, I'm just gonna start asking lots of questions until someone stops. I'm like, what did it look like? Was there any other things? Do I need to turn into a mouse again?
As you just keep going on and on, I'm just like, it's dusty, it smells like shit, and there's no one up there but centipedes. There was a sound upstairs, I don't know what's going on.
Did you say centipedes? Because I don't like centipedes. They're the
They're
only
everywhere.
bug.
Look around, look down, they're all over the place.
They're the only bug that I hate.
There's one
I
on your
love all
foot.
nature except centipedes. They're pointless.
There's literally one on the wall right there, and if it was a cartoon, it would be like, "Mer?" Like looking like you're talking about me.
And then I just grab it. And I eat it right in front of your face. This is what you're so afraid of?
The little girl vomits again.
And then I hand the other half to Crow.
Dry heaving, just there's nothing left.
Lenora has walked off, by the way.
If I wasn't so scared.
Lenora's just like, nope.
She's like, nope. She's just looking at the walls and just furiously like writing, drawing, looking at the crates. The crates are empty.
You can make an investigation check and find out.
25.
The crates that you're looking into are not empty. There are some staples in there. You know, there's rice in the one on the top, and the bottom one looks like it's filled with beef. They're not that moldy.
Filled with what?
Beans.
Oh. I just keep walking. Is there anything else aside from that?
In this room? No, they're just a bunch of crates in this room.
Oh, there's other doors though, right? Let me go through the other doors.
Alright, do you want to go through the one to like the north or the west?
Whichever one I come across first. I guess the north one, so if I go up this door, I'll turn right there.
Sweet.
Wait, where is your thing? Oh. Okay, now I see it. I was like, where the hell is the token?
You see just a very long hallway with more cages, with more bodies in them. Nobody is alive in these cages. There's another torture table at the end.
Bodies have anything on them?
Investigation check.
Oh, we'll know in 10 minutes.
It'll pop up randomly, just, you know.
Someone else can go while we wait.
It showed up on Roll20. It says 13.
That was a deck save.
Oh, okay.
Due to grab the
That's right. Sorry.
centipede.
Oh, you got the centipede. You really got the centipede.
What is your name, child?
My name? It's Alira.
Alira. It looks like we're heading out now. Would you like to ride on my shoulders?
Please take me home.
Okay. We can do that.
Yay! And she, like, hugs you in a way that, like, a child would hug a teddy bear.
I'll lift her up, put her on my shoulders, and also like drape my cape, so it's still my cape, but it's still over her.
It's like around her too.
Yeah.
She like reaches over. Do you have a hood on your cape?
Yes, of course.
She like reaches over and like pulls the hood over so that like it's on top of her too. So she's just kind of like. And she also like very fondly grabs a hold of your floppy ears in a very gentle way. She's not like gonna like be a shithead kid and just like pull it. She's
Right.
she's a good kid.
Like, let's go, child. We'll get you home safely.
All right, investigation check. You find 5 copper on one of the bodies, and on one of the other bodies, you find a bone that has been like sharpened to look like a shiv. It looks like at some point somebody was trying to make a lockpick out of it, and they did not do like they did. They died before that happened.
Okay, I definitely take that.
All right, add that to your inventory.
That's an unfortunate. You know, you have a bone. You're like, this is about to be me. I need to use it to get myself home. It just doesn't work. Tyrion's ready to just kind of roam the halls at this point.
You want to go in the other doorway?
Yeah, I want to go in the other.
All right. If you insist. Just kidding. So, I'm going to, spoiler alert with this. More cages! More cages with more bodies, with more skeletons, and more tables, more, crates. This is everything. This is where you live now.
This is my worst nightmare.
Yeah. There are bodies in the cages. Some of them have skeletons. They've been dead for a while. Otherwise, they are, in varying forms of decay. You do notice that most of them do look like they're in their teenage years in this room. There are a couple of, like, adult bodies in here. And there's actually, like, a body still strapped to the table. This one is fairly fresh.
I shrug my shoulders
But
and
no-
walk back up.
Wait.
And no one alive. No one else alive but the little girl.
Nobody appears to be alive.
And is the body on the table a child or a teenager?
This one's an older teenager. This is a person with kind of darker tan skin, very short curly hair. There's a little bit of stubble kind of going right here, but it's like the wispy kind of like the guys in high school with like the wispy mustaches, like that kind of thing.
Got it.
I want to go
Yeah.
to that body.
Yeah.
Yeah, pizza.
I've got a scary hunch.
Let's hear it.
I'm gonna turn to the little girl, or like look up at her and be like, "What day was it when you fell asleep?"
It was, and then she mentions a day because I haven't built the days of the week out
Right.
yet in this world. But it was 3 days ago.
In essence, I'm getting at, like, did she die in her sleep? Like, how long's it been? Do the days match up? Like, from when she went to sleep and now she's here, the amount of days, does that match up to what day
Yeah.
it is now?
So she says, yeah, it does match up. She says that she
Okay.
fell asleep on like in our equivalent, because again, did not build this part of my world out yet because I'm lazy. She fell asleep on like a Tuesday, and it's like Friday now.
Okay, because I was like, dead bodies, like, what if she was buried and then stolen and then brought back to life? Like,
You can feel her warmth behind your head. Like her legs are on either side of your neck.
Okay.
You can feel that she's very much alive.
I want to go hover by the stairs that go up to the upstairs.
Right.
And just stay there. And get into a corner, like where my back is up against a wall, and and I'm just there. I don't need to see any more rotting corpses. I'm pretty good. I'm good here.
All right. These are the only stairs down here. You can assume they go up to the main level.
I rolled an investigation of 18 to check the bodies for anything cool.
Okay, yeah, in this room, you find another copper on one of the bodies of the teenagers. It looks like they were hiding it in their waistband. And there's an empty water skin
Okay, I'll
on a
take it.
different body.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
I'm gonna ask.
I'm bored.
I'm gonna ask Crow. Crow, did you see that triangle symbol on any of the bodies, or can you check when you're done searching?
DM, did I
When
see-
you're done robbing the dead children, could you please check their foreheads as I call from the corner because I'm too afraid to move?
Okay, yeah, Crow, you're like, whatever, you kind of take a look. You do notice the same intricate, Celtic-esque triangle pattern on every single one of these foreheads.
Okay. Yep, they're all here.
Yeah, that's not great. That can't be good. Can I ask the little girl? I don't know. Where are you guys, Chadwick? I might have to yell at you from my corner.
I have been intent on hunting this person down, but I don't want to be first to place the child in danger. So I would be like at the doorway, looking at the stairs, just standing and waiting.
Cool.
Okay,
Right,
so you're
right,
pretty close to
right
me.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so I'm gonna ask the little girl about the thing on her forehead. So I'm gonna go up to her and be like, I know you're really scared. I am too. I know you want to leave, but do you remember what happened to your forehead?
She looks at you really confused and she says, "What do you mean? What's on my forehead?" And she starts rubbing it.
Yeah. It's like a triangle. It's like a little rash. It just looks like like somebody bumped you on the head or something.
Oh, a rash. My mommy said that I was getting a rash a few days ago. Well, I guess a few days before I went to sleep and woke up here. She said that I had a rash on my head, and she took me to the healer around the corner, but the healer didn't know what it was.
Do you remember what you were doing on the day you got the rash? That your mom noticed it?
I just woke up with it.
Okay, well, I'm ready to go.
I'm just like laying on the ground, like bored. I'm so bored.
You look to your left, Crow, and there's a body that's kind of like sprawled out in a similar way, but very accidental. It was very coincidental that you did that right there.
I say, bored. We're waiting
You're
on
like-
you.
High five them.
I do have fun. Okay.
Are you quite ready after pillaging the dead?
I'm like, yeah, I found this really cool bone chip. I got a water sack. I got 6 pieces of copper. I like hold it all up to show.
Great.
Are we going
Let's go.
upstairs?
Yes. Would someone please take the lead, and I'll follow up on the rear?
I take the lead.
All right. Let me pull the other two of you over to this I'll get all of you over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I forgot the little girl. Oh man.
Yeah, I would normally take the lead, but I've kind of got some cargo.
All right. Let me just pull you in. Lenore and Elwyn, do you see? Are you still in the dungeon?
No, I followed.
All right, cool. I'll just manual
There we go.
pull you over. All right, cool. Yeah. So you all one by one slowly. Oh, who's coming out of the thing first?
Again.
Like getting stabs, just like stabbing him, just get through, like turning butter, but opposite. Like again with the butter. I don't know. Maybe I'm hungry.
It's a cow prod.
Argerian comes out first. Who's next?
I'll be next.
Oh, sorry.
All right, cool.
You can go next, but okay.
I'll go after whoever. I'll go after
right, cool.
Tyrion.
I'll put you there. Who's next? I'm doing like a vague marching order type of thing.
I'll go next.
All right. All right. We've got Astra coming up the back. We'll put both of you there.
Okay, yeah. I'm pulling up the rear as well.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So you all come out of there, and Arterian, as you step into the main room, you see in front of you stumbling down the stairs, stumbling over where there is now a hole from Crow falling through, a skeleton, animated and walking. He stumbles forward, but he catches himself and kind of like stumbles forward, and then you see a person in very long, dark brown robes, almost black robes, come down and kind of like look at the stair, just kind of like leap over, and he looks up and makes eye contact with you. We are going to pick up next week there with everybody rolling initiative. Because it is almost 8 o'clock.
I do want to be casting a spell as I see him.
Okay.
Like that is so we can start there next time, but like as I see him, I have a spell I want to cast at him.
Okay. Remind me next time because I will forget, I promise.
Yes.
All right. So we'll pick up there next week as the party encounters the person, the body snatcher. The body snatcher.
Get him away.
Also,
yeah.
Person snatcher.
The person snatcher too, apparently, right? The baby snatcher.
Person that have bodies. He's a body snatcher. No.
Why was the gravekeeper paying the most attention out of anybody?
What happened to these children's parents?
You'll have to ask the gravekeeper. Who, by the way, still has all of your clothes, and it's almost time for the ball. Like, you're cutting it close, dudes.
We'll go
But
covered
anyway.
in blood.
Yeah, right? It'll be fine.
No, I just got a new haircut. I'm all clean. Gonna get all dirty again.
You don't have dirt under your nails or anything. Just. All right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in tonight to tonight's episode of Paradise Rolls. We'll catch you next week, and see you in Paradise.
Bye.